Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So today I'm making myself a kind of a little journal, glue book, little thing out of a Christmas card because I need a place that I can write down Christmas gifts and food I need to make and grocery lists and a place to keep my receipts and all that kind of stuff. So what I did is I grabbed some paper from my friend Sonia that she sent me. That's that poinsettia paper. And then I used some green paper and then a creamy grid paper. And they're all about the same consistency. I mean, it's like scrapbook paper, all of them. Not super thin, but not super thick either. So I'm using a Christmas card, which I absolutely love because it's old-fashioned Santa, and I love old-fashioned Santa. And I'm going to sew in my signatures, and I'm just doing a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I've shown this before on my channel. You basically poke 3 holes in and you sew in your signature. So this is more along the lines of a craft with me. I have a little story I wanted to tell you, and I also needed to make this book / wanted to make this book. So I figured I would combine the two together. So today, Jackson stayed home from school. He hasn't been feeling very well. So I stayed out in the living room with him, and we've been binge watching the show House. We are late to the game, and we have been obsessed with it since we started it. Well, actually, Jackson started it, and then I started watching it with him, and now I'm obsessed, and that's all we do is watch House. So anyways, we're binge watching that, and I was resting, because you guys know I'm going through a flare-up right now, so I'm not feeling very good. So anyways, I finally decided to come into my office and my craft room to get started on work. And I open up my blinds, and there is a raging fire going on across the street. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And there's a guy out there on his phone. So I tell Jackson, and he's nosy like his mom, so he comes running out as well. And I go outside, and there's a man out there on the phone, and in a car, and I said, hey, did you call 911? He said, yes, 911 has been called. The fire department is on their way. I'm going to head out now. And I said, that's fine. Okay. But before he did, this kind of crazy looking guy, I'm not going to lie, pulls up in his kind of crazy car and at an angle hops out like he's Indiana Jones or something and goes into the bush where this huge fire is going on and starts pulling out whatever's back there that's on fire. And the guy's like, hey, stop, the fire department's coming. And the guy just totally ignores him. And then he has on like this long trench coat. I can't make this shit up, you guys. And he takes it off like he's going to like put it over the fire to stop it, right? So the guy on the phone decides to take off, and I stay out there with the guy that's Indiana Jones. And he tells me what he did, and I'm like, yeah, I saw. I'll let the fire department know. And he's like, all right, young lady, you have a good day. And he takes off, and I'm like, okay, well, I haven't been called a young lady in a while, so that works. And so the fire gets bigger. He takes off. What it was somebody lit a tire on fire in the bushes. And yeah, somebody lit a fire. And not cool. So anyways, the fire gets bigger after the guy takes off. And Jackson comes. Next thing I know, here comes Jackson running out of our garage with a fire extinguisher. And he pulls out the pin and just starts going ham on this fire. And as Jackson starts to get it under control, the fire department comes, and I mean, we had a big fire extinguisher, and it still wasn't letting it all out. So thankfully, Jackson kept it under control until they got here, and they put it out. So I'm looking at this massive burn pile across the street from my house, and a tire in the street that's whatever's left of it. Crazy, you guys, absolutely crazy. I've lived here for almost 20 years and never have I seen a fire just break out across the street from my house. So yeah, that's what happened today. And I'm really proud of Jackson for stepping up to the plate and running out with the fire extinguisher and putting out the fire. The firemen were really nonchalant and nice. And I was out there. I'm like, do I need to stay? Like, do you guys need any info from me? And they're like, yeah, no. And so I'm like, okay. So I just walked back into my house. Oh man, there's a lady walking her 2 dogs right now, and she's going to walk right over where all that stuff, like all the chemical went out and stuff. Look at her. She's starting to notice it. She's like, what is this? What happened? Oh, well, okay. So anyways, okay, back to the project I'm working on. So now I'm adding little tabs. And on these tabs, I'm going to put, like, obviously, I'm going to put, well, you don't know, obviously, because you aren't in my little brain. You don't know what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is put everybody's name on each tab, and then also, like, Christmas Eve, like, what I'm doing for that. And then I have, like, a food section for, like, what I need to make and bring on Christmas Day, and things like that. So that's what I'm doing here, just gluing down all these tabs. At first, I was getting super anal about their placement because I wanted them to be even all the way around. And, whatever. They're not. And then I'm like, Nicole, this is literally just a little booklet you're making just so you can write down Christmas gifts and stay organized. And I just can't stop. I got to make it perfect. But, whatever. I'm just going to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I was still shaky while I was doing this video because, the adrenaline of the whole situation. And apparently my husband, they had a hard time at his job today too because somebody graffitied all over our business, broke one of our windows, started a fire outside. I mean, this is kind of a reoccurring thing here in Portland right now. So it's really sad, and we need to get it under control, but they've been dealing with that today. So just a weird day, super weird day. Yeah, I don't know. Really odd. I'm ready to go back to bed. Just one of those days where you need to, sit back and realize how grateful and blessed you are. And we are indeed grateful and blessed. The weird part is, had I come into work on time, into my craft room, I would have seen the person who did it, and I didn't. And now I feel slightly guilty about that, but I mean, there was no damage, so it's okay. I mean, it's not okay what they did. Don't get me wrong. I just mean, like, I shouldn't feel guilty because I didn't see who did it. But now I kind of wish I did. Ugh, crazy. I don't understand what goes through people's brains. This guy, the Indiana Jones guy, was just absolutely crazy. He had soot all over him, and I'm like, are you okay? Do you have any burns? Like, he just rushed into the fire, like, it was crazy. Kudos to that guy, though, because it could have gotten a lot worse, because like I said, it was in the bushes, and so he also kicked out all the dirt and everything that was in there because he didn't want, obviously the fire can. And then when the firemen came, he drove back up again. I'm like, what, were you just waiting down the street? Where is this guy coming from? It's just like, poof, this guy just appears. He told them what he did or whatever. So now I'm writing everybody's names down, and I absolutely hate my handwriting. Let me know if you're one of those people. My entire life, if I don't like my handwriting, I will throw whatever I'm writing away and restart it. Grocery lists, schoolwork, letters, you name it. And I absolutely hated it. And then I'm like, Nicole, you're not going to waste these stickers on this thing that's just for a list, So I just kept them. These are the things I honestly work through with myself with my perfectionism is, don't waste your stickers just to rewrite it. It's not that big of a deal. If it really bothers me, I'll switch it because, I need to have some grace with myself. But, whatever. It's serving its purpose. And this is such a cute little book. I mean, these would make great glue books for Happy Mail or for gifts, or if you just want to work on a small themed glue book. These are perfect for that. You could even go to the Dollar Tree and pick out any card you want there. They're still 2 for $1, the main cards. So, and then I realized I missed one in the middle there, and I'm like, what am I going to put there? How could I miss one? And that's where I put the Christmas Eve thing. Oh, that's where I put my sticker and it was crooked. So then I tried to save it, and then I curled the corner over. So that's where I draw the line. I had to throw that little sticker away. I know, it's crazy. It's just how I roll. And I put it on crooked, so I'm going to have to fix that when I'm done with this video. Oh, man. We all have our little things, our little quirks, don't we? So I'm cutting down this paper. I'm making a little pocket here. Well, I'm making 2 pockets. And I don't like my pockets to be too tall because I like to be able to grab what's in there out. And also, you know, if I'm using something that's shorter, I don't like to like dig my hands in there to try and get it out. I don't know. So I do mine about 2. This one I did 2 inches. So it's 2 inches tall. And then I used a circle punch to make like a half moon in the pocket there so that it's easy to kind of grab papers out and stuff. So I just glued around the 3 corners or the 3 edges and glued that down. I figured I was going to line the inside with paper, but I'm like, you know what? If it was a glue book, yes, but because it's my Christmas list book, I'm not going to. I want it to be cute and fun. I'm still going to probably decorate and stuff like that, but I don't want to go too overboard with it. And so, yeah, I put these pockets here for like receipts and stuff like that if I want to keep the receipts in there of the things I buy and see how much money I'm spending, a ridiculous amount on my spoiled children, I'm sure. So now I'm trying to decide what else I want to do. And I looked over at my little Christmas basket here and I put a bunch of the Happy Mail, like little bits and bobs that people got me in there. And so I decided to use some of those to do a little bit of decorating on it. And so I used some from 3 different people. And I was kind of playing with that. And then I thought, well, that's so cute. I think I want to save that for something else, like my glue book. Oh, I hear another siren. Crazy day. So I added that cute little sticker, and then I added this sticker, and it says Happy Holidays on it, and I didn't really care for it right there. And it's super sticky, by the way, so it was really hard for me to get it off. So I'm like, well, do I want to put it on the front? But then the front says Happy Holidays, so I don't need it to say it twice. So then I decided to put it on the inside cover right at the bottom there. And the reason why I really liked that sticker is because I had a robin on it, a robin bird, American robin. And that is the bird that my sister and I signify with my father's passing. My father passed really early in the morning, middle of the night, and the bird started singing like I've never heard before. And it was unreal. And you had to have been there to hear what we heard. But, you know, my dad's a bird lover. He loves to look at birds and stuff. And I don't know, it just was very special to us. As my dad was being carried out, the robins were singing like crazy. So I liked the little robin bird because my sister and I, that reminds us of our dad, and in a very sweet way. So yeah, I thought that was really cute to have a little robin right there. And it says Happy Holidays. And then I'm adding from my friend Amanda. She is the owner of Catered Paper, and she has these in her Etsy shop, Catered Paper. And if you watch my video from yesterday, she has a promo code that you can use to get 50% off the things in her shop. And her stuff is already super inexpensive, and I cannot believe she's giving us 50% off on top of that. So if you go there and you want to order something from her shop, type in Relax.Cut.Glue, all in capital letters, with 2022. And you'll get 50% off. And I think that's super generous of her to do that for us. So go ahead and go check that out because she's amazing. And she's the one that makes the books that are on, you can buy them on Amazon, that are security envelope books. That has the paper in the books are the security envelope designs, like actual security envelope designs. So it's really cool. I love to collage with them. Really fun. She has colored ones and black and white. So here I just cut out 2 little circles with a little craft punch, and I'm putting them on the end of my strings right there because it makes a cute little decoration. All right, guys, that concludes the video for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I made this cute little booklet for my Christmas shopping and plans and all that. Give this video a big thumbs up for Jackson saving the day and putting out the fire, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Until next time, bye!